Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
You know, they tell you that nobody really cares about this, but I hear from people that tell me they care about this. The United Auto Workers Union admitted to unauthorized use of the University of Alabama and Auburn University trademarks in their campaign to organize the Mercedes-Benz plant workers in Vance, Alabama. The campaign, which failed in May, included T-shirts and advertisements improperly claiming affiliation with the universities. Both universities issued a cease and desist letter. The union said, we're good with this. What are you going to do about it? Nick Saban was mad about it. He denounced the use of his likeness. And now the UAW has finally agreed to destroy the infringing materials and clarified that neither university endorsed their campaign. Is there going to be any penalty for this? No, they can just do whatever they want as long as they say they're sorry after they lose? Okay, great.
Number 6.
The Birmingham Public Safety Advisory Committee, a citizen review group in Birmingham aimed at providing independent oversight of police misconduct, doesn't seem that they have found that much police misconduct. They have reviewed only 3 cases in 3 years, with only 1 proceeding without dismissal, and they have no ability to review body cam footage. But they've only looked at 3 cases? I thought that this was going to be a much bigger issue, because cops are killing people at random just for fun. No? Not even in Birmingham that's not happening? Okay. The gripe of some members in the media apparently is that nobody cares about this, with few cases reported and minimal attendance at meetings despite efforts to promote the committee, leading to a conclusion that this group is searching for a problem that may not exist. Good.
Number 5.
A longtime Trump ally Steve Bannon was taken into custody Monday at the Federal Correctional Institution in Danbury, Connecticut, to begin his 4-month sentence for contempt charges after defying a subpoena in a congressional investigation into the United States Capitol riot. This is weirdly happening as Democrats complain about what Donald Trump might do. And it sounds like what they're saying is Donald Trump, if elected, might do exactly what Joe Biden is doing right now. It's a weird argument, but they're making it. Upon surrendering, Bannon called himself a political prisoner, which is true. Stated former President Trump was very supportive of him and criticized Attorney General Merrick Garland, who will never be on the Supreme Court, by the way, and the Department of Justice, while crowds chanted, "Lock him up." Remember, they're worried that if Donald Trump gets presidency again, he might do what Joe Biden's doing to people right now.
Number 4.
2 of Alabama's Democrat mayors have taken very different views on the disastrously terrible debate performance of President Joe Biden, and they have very different views on where the campaign should go from here. Tuscaloosa's Mayor Walt Maddox argued it was a, quote, disaster, end quote, that cannot be forgotten. Well, Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed declared that it was no big deal. Reed's ability to look away from the horror show has been honed as his time of mayor has been filled with lots of horrors. Crime in the capital city here in Alabama. And he believed, ready or not here, that the debate style caused the problem. I don't know what that means. Like, they asked him questions and let him answer. I can see why that might cause some problems. But Stephen Reed, Walt Maddox, both Democrats, one says Biden needs to go, the other says, that's fine.
Number 3.
For months, voters have expressed doubts about President Joe Biden's cognitive health. And following his debate with former President Trump, an increasing number of voters, 72% by latest polls, including half of his own party, believe he should not run for president. But the alarm bells are going off, with Governor Megan Whitmer of Michigan reportedly saying Michigan is no longer winnable before groveling that she fully supports Biden staying in the race. So they wanted to make the argument that Biden needed to go, and when it didn't work, they were like, no, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. No, that wasn't me. That was somebody else quoted in the paper. It was somebody else. I mean, they said it was me directly, but no, it was somebody else. Don't worry about it. So it looks like Joe Biden's going to ride this thing out. Good. Maybe you can put a little more Tanner on. That ought to solve the problem.
Number 2.
The Supreme Court ruled that presidential immunity exists for official acts committed by a president while they're in office. They laid out instances where the case is President Trump could be immune from prosecution regarding his official duties, but this has not stopped our friends in the media and their Democrats from panicking. The results of this ruling range from a Supreme Court justice, members of Congress, and pundits calling for military attacks on the court, and Trump himself to United States Senator Tuberville saying the ruling was a big win for the Constitution. It should lead to an end of the witch hunt against President Donald Trump. So, this Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor sounds insane. Members of Congress sound insane. And pundits are calling for attacks on Donald Trump himself. Very interesting.
Now, time for the number 1 thing you'll be talking about today.
Joe Biden saved his presidency last night when he smeared orange Tanner all over his face. I'm assuming that's what that was. But a very orange, very bad man, President Joe Biden, walked out to let America know that he is still in control. He talked about the alleged unlimited power of the presidency and how he would never abuse it. Days after saying the Supreme Court can't stop me from the student loan stuff. They tried to, but they didn't stop me. They couldn't. I didn't listen to them. He then attacked the Supreme Court directly, which is strange because I was told criticizing court rulings was an attack on our democracy. But apparently Joe Biden is attacking the Supreme Court to save the democracy, you see, because he would hate that somebody used their power as president to go after their political foes. Oh, by the way, his opponent should be tried and convicted before the election. That's something else he wants to see done. The reporters then asked him if he was going to step down, which he did not answer. And then the talking heads talked about how well the president did and how he's a big boy and ate all his peas. I mean, it was great. It was wonderful. The president of the United States can read a prepared speech from a teleprompter and then walk back through 2 doors almost 10 feet away all by himself. I mean, it was very, very impressive stuff here by the president of the United States. And I am very, very impressed. I'm voting for him now. I'll just be completely honest with you. He convinced me yesterday that he was, in fact, presidential. My favorite part, of course, of the speech is a president could do whatever they want in this situation. If they had the opportunity, some might do that. By the way, convict and imprison my opponents. To make sure we're all on the same page here about what's going on here. They are worried that Donald Trump could do all the things that they're doing. That would be terrifying. Okay, good. Good deal there. You can jump in here and let your voice be heard. It's very, very simple to do. At 866-494-WVNN. That is the scoutpestcontrol.com WVNN hot take text line. Get your questions in for 10 with him. You can weigh in on the QC Kinetics free speech phone lines as well at 866-494-WVNN or email me.
You've got mail.
Dale at WVNN.com. The 7 things you should be talking about today brought to you by 2 Minute Truck. 2 Minute Truck. Let these guys help you. They want to help you make your next move. Your next move, you don't want to make it. No, you want 2 Minute Truck to make it. And because it will be so much easier when they do it. They'll do it right. They'll do it fast. And you'll be very happy you didn't have to do it yourself. You have to call your friends or family and try to get them over there. Go find a truck. Do all the things. 2 Minute Truck does it all. They have the grandma rule. Treat everyone the way they would treat their own grandma. They do it. I've seen it firsthand. They protect your stuff. And you'll be very happy you've done it. 2 Minute Truck, Huntsville.com. Check them out today. When you do, tell them Dale Jackson sent you.
Get WVNN's Dale Jackson's 7 things you should be talking about today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.